Good evening, ladies and gents. This is Corrected with Battlegrounds, bringing you guys our first development uh, video. Actually, this is the second attempt because the first attempt I didn't record the audio. So hopefully this one's recording audio. Because if not, I think I'm gonna upload it regardless and let you guys guess on what I'm saying. No. So anyway, tonight I want to cover three things. I want to demo our platform, our current state of the platform, which I did that last week in the AMA, but I apologize about that with my um, adolescence in Twitch streaming. I did not realize that it was not being saved or cataloged or whatever they call it. And yeah, so I lost all of that footage and all those questions that people had answered for that that 1 hour session was deleted as soon as the stream ended. So to make up for that, I'm bringing out this video. I'm gonna demo the platform again. I'm going to we're gonna talk about the ad video that we're putting together to go inside of the load screens of America's Army's load screen, and then we're going to talk about this side project that we're kicking off, that we've kicked off for Battlegrounds. So let's go ahead and get started with the platform demo. So here's a login screen. I'm not gonna go through the registration process because we've made some updates to the requirements to our registration process, and they're still kind of in development. They're not quite working as we expected. So we're just gonna skip that part. But I'm gonna go straight into. I have a couple accounts created. This is my main account that I've been testing with, but I have a few other testing accounts. So we'll go ahead and log in, and it'll present us with the platform dashboard. So this is going to be the home screen. This is going to kind of be like the portal for the application. I don't know if you guys seen that mock-up that we've presented to the community in our Discord. Um, but this is where we're going to have a bunch of news, um, upcoming tournament feeds, and live stream feeds. Just kind of like like a quick overview. It's gonna be very pretty and laid out. So that'll be the page that you come into when you log in into the system, and then the second link here uh, is going to be the actual tournaments that we're providing. It'll probably be a card layout. You'll see all the live tournaments that are going on or coming up, even past tournaments, things like that. You should be able to filter for them. And then you'll be able to select them, go into like a details page of that tournament, and obviously you would be able to register your teams and things like that as well. The third link down is going to be our live stream page. It's going to be where we're going to present obviously our main Twitch channel here, but we're also going to allow users to link their Twitch accounts so that when those guys are going live and they're streaming content, they're streaming Battlegrounds tournaments, things like that, it'll all pop up here. It'll be a quick, fast way to see what's going on, who's streaming what, that kind of thing, right? And it'll help out those Twitchers to or YouTubers to. I don't know if we're gonna integrate YouTube, but Twitch for sure. Um, it'll help them grow their channels as well. The fourth one down is going to be the statistics page. This is going to be specific to the logged in user. So if I'm logged in here as myself, these stats will be specific to me. It'll show things like past teams, uh, wins, losses, tournament, first place tournament winnings, and just things like that, right? Any kind of statistics that we're tracking per person for the platform will be presented here for the user to browse. So these pages obviously aren't done yet. They're work in progress. That's why you don't see any real content here, just some placeholder text. Uh, we haven't got to this point yet in our development. The main thing that we've worked on for the past month is the team section, right? To where you can come in and create a team. You create the team, fill out some generic information about it, creates a team. Then you can go in and you can update that team, fill out more information about it, add users to the team, which are actual platform users. It's not just like a text. It's not like you just add some text to a field. No, you actually invite a user that's registered on our platform. So we're going to take you through that process here. So you click on this little plus button, which has a very kind of Discordy like. I don't know if you guys ever use Discord at all, and I'm sure most of you have. But so you would click the plus button, and we can let's do team demo, and then we'll just call it yeah, we'll just call it TD, not for touchdown. So the owner is going to be the person creating it, which is myself. This is a uneditable field, so you won't be able to change it. And then you have a type. So a team type, right now we're currently projecting 4 different types. You're going to have singles, duos, squads, and teams. As you can see on screen, singles is going to be 1v1, so you'll be able to create a team and you'll be the only person on it. Duos would be 2v2, squads 4v4s, and teams is going to be 5v5s or plus. So we'll just go ahead and select the squad. Platform, only one currently supported right now is PS4, but we do plan to expand into other consoles or the PC platform as well when those opportunities arise. And then the only game right now is America's Army, so we'll just keep those selected and we'll create the team. Team successfully created down here. We'll refresh the page, and here you go. Now we have a new icon, just like kind of like Discord is. We have a new icon here displaying our team, and the generic logo for that team is the Battlegrounds logo. So we would have to go in and actually edit it. So let's click on it, and it's going to take us to the team page. So you see our team name, logo, got the little tag, the actual team tags here, squad, the squad type over here. We're gonna have stats. Currently we have, this team has not played any games, so it's 0 wins, 0 losses. There's no content. The only person on this team right now is myself because I just created it. And then the platform recognizes when the team was created, so it'll grab the date that it was created, and it'll record it there. So let's go in and edit this team. We're gonna click on, let's upload a logo. Let's just find any old logo in here somewhere. How about we take a picture of my family? See if this works. Hey, it's all distorted, but who cares, right? So got the logo. Let's say we have a Twitter, so let's just say T demo. Let's say that's our Twitter. Let's say we have a matter of fact, I think we could just do teamdemo.com. Let's just say that was our our website, and then description, test, demo description. I can't type. Goes here. How cool is this? Yay. Select your region. So currently only supporting 2 regions, North America and Canada. So I'm just gonna leave it on North America. And then so now the add the player feature here. So I have like I said, I have a few accounts that are already created, so we can search them. So here's 2 of them. I'll go ahead and add this guy. So add him successfully. We'll add this other one just to show through. Add them. So they're added. We can go ahead and save. Wait a second. Oh, you know what? I know what happened. Okay. So let's do this one more time. Save this logo. But the reason why it was failing first time is because the file was too big. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It was because my folder was wiped out. We're still, like I said, this is very early development. There's still many bugs, things that we're working out. Um, but for the most part, this is what your team page would look like after you updated the information in it. So let's come here and just wipe out all this stuff, and let's show you how we can delete a user, a player. So we can delete them. As you can tell, we can save, and now we only have 2 players. So a little thing about this. So when the person who created the team obviously is the owner of the team on creation. So as you can tell, I created the team under corrected, and so it shows here that I'm the owner, and the person I added shows that they're a player, right? Obviously, they're not going to be an owner as well. We are talking about adding in a full hashed out like team roles and team management. So that's to come. It's, in the future. But so the cool thing about being the owner is that you're the only person that has the ability to edit the team. So if I was to actually take this back and log out, and let's log into that test account, and as you can tell, I have a team here. So you can tell that, you can see that it's actually, account bound, right? So I logged into a completely new user, shows a team. I click on it, it's the same team that I was just added to. I come here, still shows me as player. As you can tell, I no longer have an edit cog up here that I can click on anymore because I am not the team owner. So the second thing I want to talk about is we got we have a kind of a social campaign going on right now that is focused on putting together a an advertisement video that's actually going to be put into the game, the America's Army game. As you guys know, who play the game, every time you go into a match, you're met with a load screen video, which is usually covering some topic of the Army, about the different jobs and things that you can do in the Army. Um, so we've discussed with the developers over there at the America's Army studio, and we've come to an agreement that we would be able to put an advertisement video of Battlegrounds into one of those slots, right? Um, so it's kind of a contest deal. The way you enter, we have a channel on Discord that you can come and put in your a video clip, 5 to 7 seconds of you just whatever. I mean, it could be, some super awesome killing, or just a really cool clip, whatever it is. You submit it in that Discord channel, and then you also not subscribe. I'm sorry. Follow us on Twitter. Um, and then we're going to, in a couple of days, we're going to select from those videos and compile like a montage for the advertisement video. And so definitely look out for that. If you want to submit your clips, go ahead and download Discord or log on or whatever, and we'll put them up in the list and see pick the best top whatever. I don't even know how many videos it's going to be, how we're going to choose. Really depends on how long the video. We're currently working with the video producer for America's Army. So he reached out to me today, and so I'm looking to set up a call with him most likely tomorrow, and see if we can figure out exactly how this form needs to be formatted, and any kind of tips they can give us and help that they can help us out with. So um, that's that. And so the third thing is what everybody's been waiting on. So we've been secretively discussing this. I don't even know. It's like just under the sheets kind of hot topic that nobody knows about except for the staff and some of the America's Army staff. Um, so some of you guys may know, a couple weeks ago we were invited to the beta or the alpha version of America's Army's public API, stats API. And so what this means is that we actually get our hands on the stats, the player stats and leaderboard stats for America's Army, for PC and PS4. And so we've been discussing the last couple of weeks on what we was going to do with this, how we was going to integrate it into our platform, which we probably still will integrate some of it into our platform. But about maybe about a week ago, the staff sat down and we talked about what we can do with it. And one of the things that we would like to do, and that we are going to do, is we're going to create a mobile application available on iOS and Android that's going to serve these stats to everyone. Anybody who downloads the app, you'll be able to download it, open it up. Yeah, you'll be able to. You'll be presented with a welcome screen with the latest news feed coming directly from America's Army. You'll have the ability to search usernames, so you'll be able to search your name, a buddy's name, somebody's name that you see in the game. You just type it in the way you see it on the screen into the application. You hit search, and you'll be able to pull up their stats overview. You'll be able to pull up their career stats, their weapon stats, achievements they have unlocked. You'll be able to do all that. And then obviously I think the part everybody is going to be extremely excited for is the leaderboards. Everybody is asking about leaderboards. They want to see where they match up against the best players in the world, rank wise, and then so those kind of stats are going to be like, highest all-time score, or highest all-time match score, or something like that, right? So we're going to be put together the leaderboards in this application, so you'll be able to see where everybody is. And then I'm trying to think what else. I think that's pretty much the mobile app is gonna, that we're gonna put together. We're actually already started development on it. We have we've put in quite a bit of work in just probably less than 2 days of development. So it's gonna be a quick, and you may be wondering why how did this come about? Why are we even trying to put this over the platform? Well, here's part of the reason, right? Part of the reason is that this application is going to be extremely easy to develop, and the reason why is because we have the data already. We don't have to build a back end service. We don't have to do anything like that to serve the application. It's literally that we're consuming the API directly from America's Army, and we have the data there. So all we're doing is building the front end application and populating it with the data from the API that we get from America's Army. And so it should be a really quick application that we can build out. I think the part that's going to take the longest is just making sure that everything is being cross-platformed, to where we can we can make sure, obviously make sure that it's working on iOS and Android, with similar actions, right? So that's the big talk, man. Everybody's been hyped about it, and they've been bugging me and sending messages and doing everything like that. So that's it. The cat's out the bag. So we're going to continue working on it. I can actually, matter of fact, let me go ahead. I'll show you guys just give me a second. I'll show you guys our design idea for it. Get you hype. I'm actually going to release this document whenever this video goes live, so you'll actually be able to review this document yourself. But in the meantime, I'll just go ahead and show it in this video. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. So let me open it up in the browser, and we're gonna zoom in. Okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna switch back to the actual web browser. Here we go. Sweet. So as you can tell, we're gonna call it AA Stats. That'll be the name of the application. Um, it's gonna be designed very similar to what you're seeing here. It's gonna have a news feed. Like I said, you'll be presented. As soon as you open the app up, you'll be presented with this. This will be just a most recent news from America's Army as they post it. We're gonna feed it right here into the application, so you won't have to go. If you want to find, for example, like I know a lot of times they post like their patch notes in their news feeds. And so, if you have this app downloaded, you'll see that news feed come across this list here, and you'll be able to click it and it'll bring you right to the actual post in a browser. So that's that part, and then the leaderboard part. So the cool thing is that this application is going to be useful for not only PS4 users but also PC users. We're gonna go ahead and make it a full-fledged application so PC users can get use out of it as well. Um, so this is kind of what the leaderboards are going to look like. It'll be, for example, you'll be able to click either PS4 or PC. It's going to then render, these top ranked players for those platforms, and it'll be listed like this. You'll see their name listed with a numeric value plus their actual score that they have um, in this category, which is this would be the highest all-time score category. So, uh, so yeah, and then you'll be able to scroll through this list. It'll be a list of multiple categories. It's not just going to be highest all-time score. It's going to be multiple leaderboard categories. So, um, that's that. And then, so in this actual design uh, document, you're not going to see the uh, the actual search feature. But as you could tell, if you look at the bottom little navigation, you have a little search icon, right? And you'll be presented with a search bar where you would then enter somebody's name. So, for example, if you entered my name exactly like you see it on screen, then it would pull up this page. This would be my overview page. You would see just like on the America's Army website, when you're looking at your stats, you'll kind of see those same kind of stats, right? But it'll be in a mobile device. So so yeah, you'll see those stats, and then if you tab over to the next stats, these are your combat stats. This is going to be more detailed stats, so you're going to be able to see like things like how many bandages you used, how many devs you killed, um, wins, losses, match high scores, and just different things like that, right? Um, and so if we continue on to the next tab, you'll be able to see the weapon stats for that player. So just like on the website, you'll be able to see, how many kills you got with the M4, M16, or whatever weapon in the game, and then obviously that player's achievements, the achievements that they've unlocked. You'll see those in this as well. So so yeah, this is pretty much the mobile application. It's extremely simple. Because the fact that we have the data already, and it's just taking the time and building out the front end user interface and then deploying it to iOS and Android. So yeah. Um, so yeah, this is it. And like I said, I'm gonna make this document public where everybody can actually view it and inspect it a little bit more. But this is the gist of it. So um, that's that's it, man. The cat's out the bag now. So everybody who was bugging me for the last couple of days about what's going on. This is it. We're gonna put your stats and your friend's stats and your enemy stats right there in your hand, in the palm of your hand, man. It's gonna be awesome. Um, Another thing, the second, I gave you the first reason why we're doing this, why we're prioritizing this application as of now, and one of them was because it's going to be quickly. It should be very quick to develop it. But the second reason is because we uh, we can use this platform or this application as um, as a marketing tool for Battlegrounds, because the thing about Battlegrounds is we want it to be successful, and the way it's successful is by um, letting more people know about it. And the way we can do that is if we make a really easily accessible application through a mobile device that everybody's going to want to use, because they obviously, I mean, you got 30,000 people playing a video game. You can't tell me at least 80% of those people want to check their stats. And sometimes it's just a pain to have to go, onto a browser, log onto a browser on your phone, log onto a browser on the computer to see those stats. So if we can give the ability and that functionality into the palm of their hands, at their fingertips, then a lot of people, we feel like we can grow our reach for Battlegrounds, and just have just a greater success for Battlegrounds competitive, and just grow the competitive scene for America's Army. And that's our goal, man. We want to see America's Army grow as a competitive game, as a tactical competitive game. And this is a way that we feel like we can do it. We can reach more people, players of America's Army, and that's why we prioritize it the way it is. Currently, we're still contributing to pushing commits and code towards the Battlegrounds platform. So it's not that development's on hold. That development is still going forward. It's just that I'm taking a lot of my focus and basically putting it on pause, and focusing it directly onto the mobile application, while Bruiser is still 100% focused and dedicated to building the Battlegrounds application. So, but yeah, I mean, that's it, guys and girls. I hope that this was an informative video, and I look forward to doing the next one. Until then, happy shooting.